We are the 5 alts.
A vampire.
A witch.
A voodoo priestess.
A naturist. A modern primitive.
We've invited 10 ordinary people to live in our house.
And experience our world.
We will challenge them.
You have 5 glasses of blood to drink.
Judge them.
He has to grow or go.
Can you just...
And eliminate them one by one.
Please leave immediately.
Who will dare to open their mind?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Who will impress us the most?
Is it what we're looking for in this house?
We'll reward the last guest remaining with $100,000.
This truly is more than just a game.
Welcome to the Mad House.
Previously on Mad House. With time running out, the alts clashed over roommate selection.
Maybe I could have him one night and you have him the next.
You're so animate about making sure you get one night in there with Eric. It's like you're babying him.
And Jamie failed to take advantage of her time with Ta'Shia.
Jamie chose to clean the bathroom instead of spending some time with me.
Tempers exploded when Loana chose not to participate in Fiona's Wiccan ritual.
I got nothing from you.
I have tried, okay?
At Fiona's witch trial, the guests faced the gallows. And once again, Jamie's performance failed to impress the alts.
Jamie was unfocused. It was the same old thing.
While Nichole won her 3rd trial.
You are safe from elimination.
At Elimination, the alts were shocked when Fiona chose not to put her necklace on Loana.
Jamie.
But her vote was not enough, and Loana was sent home.
Loana, you'll be leaving tonight?
Only 3 guests remain, Jamie, Eric, and Nichole. Who will the alts eliminate tonight?
As soon as Fiona put one on you, I threw all my bets out the window. Because everyone would have expected Fiona to put it on Loana.
Now that Eric and Jamie and I are the final 3, you can really feel like the pressure kind of mounting. You can't get too comfortable.
No, I'm really happy because I'm glad I'm here. So I was sweating some serious bullets up there.
I feel somewhat misled.
Yes, I feel misled too.
I feel misled from our deliberations.
In what way?
That's all I'm going to say. I don't think I need to elaborate much more on that.
There was a strong urge in you to pick Loana. I know the 3 of us felt like you gave Jamie a warning necklace.
We did put a criteria saying that we are not going to be giving warning necklaces at all.
I didn't. I promise you I didn't.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
I don't regret any of the decisions I've made here. First, I thought I'll put the necklace on Lana. I looked at her relationship with me, very emotional, characters clashing. And I thought, put all that aside. I have to make a decision based on cold, hard facts and not allow my personal hang-ups get in the way of the decisions I make in this house. Lana has done more things of a nature that she thought she could never do and could perform consistently better in trials than Jamie, and I stand by what I did.
That's what matters the most.
I've got to do good in the trial tomorrow and just, no matter what. I feel like the weakest link of the 3, and they just all seem very in tune to Nichole.
Loana's the most important track.
Yep.
And I'm saving the best for last.
I'm here to win the whole thing and be the last man standing. So the roommate situation.
What if we let the guests decide who they would want to actually go for?
Eric, who would you choose as a roommate?
All right, are you exhausted? Because I wouldn't mind having a roommate.
You could talk me to sleep. You could read me a bedtime story. Nichole and Art, they've been best buds since day 1. So I'm gonna spend the next 24 hours, possibly working the angles a little bit with Art.
I haven't had Avocado or Iya Ta'Shia as a roommate, so I kind of
I'll take Nichole in my room.
Cool.
I would like the opportunity to have you as a roommate where we can really spend some time.
That'd be great. I was glad Iya Ta'Shia picked me because we had a misunderstanding about not spending time together the other night, so she kind of wanted to start over.
Somebody's gonna have to experience a miracle. It's gonna take a miracle for one of you to win.
I know. I
would
feel
ask
real lucky to be here.
I know that you've participated, you've shown up, but I don't feel that there's been an inner transformation yet.
Part of me gets scared to let go a little bit because I'm afraid.
I see that there's a part of you that's shut down. I know that it takes a certain emotional disconnection being an exotic dancer because you have to operate based on I can't let this individual know that I'm here for the money.
I honestly am not one of those people who sit down and con somebody. I'm just not that way. I'm not that person.
Do you hang out with these people in your off time?
No, I don't.
Then you don't really like them.
It makes me miserable in there. It doesn't cause any positive in my life. And it only makes me feel worse when I have to go home and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I have to get up with Madison. You know, it's a guilty feeling that I'm tired.
Yes.
And I don't get to spend time with her. So I need to cut my losses and just because it's not beneficial.
She kind of admitted, yes, I do feel humiliated. I do feel guilty. I do feel bad for the time that I'm away from my daughter.
But I think it's just been a big crutch as far as money-wise in my head to make sure she has everything she needs, because that's the biggest concern. But I know that that's not the answer. Last night, Iya Ta'Shia and I had a talk, and she kind of broke me down, and we talked about the job a lot, and if I was going to go back, and how I needed to finish my business plan. So I worked a lot on that today. My business is going to be preschool gymnastics, and I'm going to call it Busy Bees.
I would love it if you would read, what you can out of your mission statement or your brochure.
I'd love to. I've got pretty much all of it.
You have it over here?
Yeah.
Why don't you read it for me?
Busy Bees, a place where kids can learn introduction to basic, level 1 gymnastics. The parents that enter my gym will get to listen in their child's classes and know what is going on at all times. My door will always be open.
Wonderful.
Is that good?
Yep.
I'm so excited.
You have to become the new president of Busy Bee. That's who you are now. You're not the person that you walked in here as.
Yep.
And if you want to be the winner of that money, you say, I am the winner. No matter what, I'm the winner.
Yep.
I felt a lot more effort. It's a tremor at this point, but hopefully by the end of the time that she's my roommate, she will have had a small earthquake.
I'm glad you guys have stuck with me and worked with me, because I owe a lot of it to you guys and myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been amazing.
Yep.
Wherever we're going, it's just nice to go on a field trip.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
What I really like about when we go out on our field trips is you just never know what's coming. I love it.
In the car, I had 3 of the alts with no other house guest. So I dropped a few seeds about Nichole. When we went on the nature hike, it was Bonnie and Nichole and the other car. We were all looking back, and you could just see Bonnie just going like this.
I can imagine. Nichole hardly ever takes a breath.
Even Art said that Nichole does not keep her mouth shut. That was a very important piece of information for me, because I thought Art and Nichole were like this. And it was the first sign of Art perhaps thinking Nichole might be full of shit. Gift of gab.
I would bet the other vehicle was just gonna be wow, 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 wow.
See, these apartments are kind of like my apartment building. Probably used to be somebody's home, and then that's actually what they were, and then they partitioned them up.
There's a big avocado tree right there.
Oh.
See that tree right there?
Yep, my cousins used to have avocado trees in their backyard. We used to climb up in there and throw them at each other.
Nichole's like, oh yeah, I have a cousin of an uncle who does this. Like, she can relate to every one of the alts, and she has a story for everything they do. I kind of don't buy a lot of it, to be real honest.
Pickwick Bowl. I love bowling.
I felt that the tension in the house was building as the guest group grew smaller, and bowling was a really fun and needed
outing. This is gonna be so embarrassing.
Awesome. Oh, we're way down. Okay. This is gonna be great.
It's so freaking loud in here. I've never played this game in my entire life. I had no interest whatsoever in bowling, but for me not to engage myself in a game would be very hypocritical.
Everyone was totally just watching us. You know, it was hilarious. I mean, a bowling vampire, are you kidding?
All right, Conley, you gotta sit right here and watch.
There you go, there you go. Oh,
It's like throwing a baseball or a football.
Right.
Okay? Ball doesn't go where your hand goes.
Straight as an arrow, just like throwing a knife.
Yeah, for right now.
A nice man was definitely helping me learn how to bowl, and I found that the bowling game was really quite elementary.
There it is, Don. Yeah, Don.
Wow, that was excellent.
Don kicked everyone's butt. I don't think anyone had our money on Don beating everyone else in bowling with his, vampire claws.
You know what? I'm buying for Don since he won. All right. Woo!
Vampire bowling champion of the world. Bloody hell.
Eric, you don't understand what it was like driving to the bowling alley. I thought I was going to strangle myself because everything Avocado would say, she knows somebody about that.
Everything. My philosophy about Nichole is she's as fake as Jamie's chest.
I don't buy that she knows everything about everything. I don't. Nobody does.
You think she's made a major change?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Her life's rodeo drive Beverly Hills. What has she changed? I think it's real cut and dry. I really do. I'm not worried. I don't think you're going anywhere.
We're real and she's not.
That's what it is. I want us to be in the final two.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? Good. If I can just have everybody's attention. Recently, you all witnessed my suspension ritual, where I suspended from hooks, just like these, for over an hour. Tonight, you will be suspending from hooks. So prepare yourselves.
I have no pain tolerance. Not to something like that. I'm not experienced with something like that. I was a nervous wreck, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be the first one to bail again. I really need to do good tonight, or I'm really just gonna be like, okay, I'm out next. I don't know. Both Jamie and Eric are so hungry to win a trial. I can already tell that it's gonna be more difficult for me.
Welcome to your last trial. The winner of this trial will be granted 2 privileges. Number 1, the winner is safe at the upcoming elimination ceremony. Number 2, the winner has permission to sit in deliberations as we decide which one of you we will eliminate. Suspension is a spiritual rite of passage in which I overcome pain by separating my mind over my body. Tonight, you will have to call upon everything I've taught you. When I tell you, each one of you will step onto the hook next to you. The last guest remaining on their hook will be the winner. Whoever wins will be one of the final 2 competing for the $100,000.
I am 0 for 8 on the trials up to this point, and I came into this house thinking I was gonna win all 9. Tonight is do or die.
Please step onto your hooks. The trial has begun.
Nichole, I knew, would just go in there like how she's gone in for everything else, singularly determined to win.
I noticed that Nichole right away closed her eyes because then you're not distracted by your surroundings.
Looked to my right, Jamie was just sitting there graceful, and I looked to my left, and Nichole looked like she was taking a nap.
During my showcase, I showed you all how I can pick up extra weight by carrying Nichole. So you too will be wearing additional weight. And release slowly.
The rock was about 10 pounds. It was just kind of pulling on my lower back in a painful way, but I kind of figured that I would just use my meditation skills and everything that I'd learned from art.
I got spaghetti arms and legs, a bear gut, and I'm just really awkward up there.
He's not focusing. He's not closing his eyes. He's not going anywhere. He's already shaking. See his back shaking. If you keep your eyes and lift that foot.
Eric was just not going anywhere. He was too in touch with what he's feeling at the bottom of his foot.
I am the most unflexible person that walks this planet. Nichole, who's got Hulk Hogan muscles on her arms and legs, that I knew I was in trouble.
You've now been up there for 20 minutes.
I tried to wrap around like a snake, and just about everything I did just made it more difficult to be hanging.
Eric, you have touched the ground. You are now out of the game, Eric.
I did not want to be the first one down. I think just the frustration that I've lost 9 trials in a row kind of hit me.
He lost his composure, he lost his focus, trying to conquer the rope instead of mastering it.
After Eric was down, he was very down on himself. However, I did see that he went immediately into a yoga pose, which told me that yoga actually has sunk in at a deep level.
Eric, would you please come over and bring your weight to me? You must now take this weight and add it to one of the 2 guests left.
Nichole.
I knew that the rock was coming to me, so I just kind of prepared myself. I stretched a little bit. I just dealt with it.
I think that Eric put the rock on Nichole for strictly competitive nature. I respect Eric for being competitive.
I do not want Nichole to win this trial. I cannot have her win this trial.
I knew Nichole was gonna fight till the end. I knew it, because she's tough.
Nichole did great for having the second amount of weight added, so for her to hang it was quite a feat.
I was pretty tired, but I was kind of energized. I was kind of in a different place. I wasn't thinking about how hard it was.
I saw Jamie just go into the space, I was like, you go, girl. This is cool. This is good. I'm proud of you.
I'm not going out without a fight, that's for sure. I have a beautiful little girl at home, and that's pretty much what I think about.
Touch. Nichole, you have touched the ground. You are now out of the game.
Hopefully, I'm a strong enough contender to where I am not eliminated tomorrow night.
You are up for 1 hour and 35 minutes. Jamie, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's trial.
I don't know how you did it with 2 rocks. I can watch you.
I'm overwhelmed and very, very proud of Jamie for what she's done, and she's just glowing. She's glowing.
It's called a spiritual experience.
Nichole is so strong. With 2 rocks on her, she even went twice as long as when she had 1, which says mountains about who she is.
Finally, I want to try. On day 1, there's no way I would have lasted that long. I think all the meditation, all the breathing exercises, all the mind over matter helped me tremendously. Day 1, no way, not even 30 minutes probably.
I was so impressed with Jamie. She came in completely focused, determined to win, and did not let up. She was able to do the impossible, which was the miracle. 1 miracle isn't enough for Jamie because Jamie's coming from behind. To take home $100,000, she's gonna have to produce another miracle.
The weather, wind in witchcraft, it went from change always. There's something monumentous is about to come.
That was amazing.
Right at that second, winds of change, bang! The window just blasted open with the most explosive force. It was just like a mini cyclone had entered the room.
Something momentous is gonna happen. Boom! It was divine timing.
I just wanted to sort of have a moment of womanliness. And
today we went to Fiona's room and we had a little lesson in Wiccan. It was kind of a day to celebrate Lilith for her because that's what she felt like that we needed to do.
The wind that was spiraling around the house last night, that's Lilith. This blanket last night was completely like open like this when I had it over my lap, and there was nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah.
This morning, it was not like that.
That is insane.
So...
Did it ruin your throat?
Look at it.
Aww.
I started to try and untangle it this
so hard.
morning.
It happened to one of mine before. It'll eventually come out.
But Nichole, we're not just talking about what happened to your blanket.
No, I know.
Like, step out of your own reality for a minute and listen to what I'm expressing here, which is that.
I wasn't trying to not acknowledge.
Nichole, you know what? I'd like to challenge you with something just for a minute. 10 minutes of silence to let me speak, okay? Is that okay? 10 minutes of just lowering the volume to let me speak. I'm sharing the story with you for a reason, not just because I'm telling you what happened to my blanket last night. So, for once, more profoundly than ever, it is my time to speak, not yours. So, to be quiet and let others speak. Thank you. Nichole only thinks of herself, and that's why I would consider placing a necklace around Nicole's neck tonight. But it just felt important that we restate and reconnect with our feminine empowerment. Because, you know, Nichole may not be here tomorrow. She may be, but she may not. We can never know what's going to happen at Elimination.
Fiona's telling the big story about how her and Avocado were laying down talking last night, and all of a sudden the wind blew the window open, and Fiona went and looked at her blanket, and all the tassels on the end were just really mangled up. And Nicole's like, "What happened to my blanket?" And Fiona's like, "We're not talking about you or your blanket." She goes, "I have a challenge for you to be quiet for the next 10 minutes. It's not always about Nichole speaking.
like, whoa. No, oh, you look lovely. Hers like when you go.
Thank you for joining us for the formal dinner. For one of you, it will be the last. Please have a seat.
As far as I'm concerned, Eric and Nichole are neck and neck. So it's gonna come down to the next series of interactions that I have with them. So dinner is gonna be big.
I got a question for you guys.
If the $100,000 winner was decided by one of the eliminated guests of the past, which one of you would win and why?
That's a hard question.
That's a really hard question.
Who do you think would vote for you?
I think that Bonnie would vote for me.
Bonnie couldn't stand Nichole.
No, I think that she would vote to keep me in.
For Nichole to stand there and say, well, I think Bonnie would vote for me, made me sick to my stomach.
I just do not see Barney voting for Nichole. I really don't. When a lot of the house guests left, a lot of them went out saying, don't let Nichole win, or
really.
And I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, that's
and yeah,
Why
I
do you think they said that?
You know, my glass, I like to think, is half full. Nichole, I think your glass is spilling over, and it's all over the place.
Is there anything wrong with that?
I think so. I really do.
Eric, he made me proud in the way that he actually spoke. Did it very straightforward, and I believe that he was speaking the truth.
Are you not angry? Because I'm like, dang, I mean, I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
But if somebody kept, like, putting me down at every opportunity, I'd be pissed.
As much as it hurts to hear that, and how it kind of bruises my ego a little bit, unless they really voted for us, I'd never know.
It was just so obvious that he was doing it to put Nichole down and to try to take her out of the race. And I thought it was just a low blow.
Excuse me, Ta'Shia, I don't feel like I was attacking her. I really don't.
You've like made a point of saying that you think she's fake, and I've heard it probably maybe 6 or 7 times. Why do you feel the need to keep reiterating it?
It was brought up at dinner tonight,
With
Ta'Shia.
respect, I disagree. I think that Eric answered the question honestly. The issue with Nichole, fake, beauty pageant, it has come up over and over again. Eric is representing an accumulative opinion. I feel that to come down on him now for expressing honesty is not an appropriate thing to do here.
What's your view, Art?
I, to tell you the truth, would rather stay out of it because there's already that sense of favoritism or that she's special to me. And I see another favoritism that's voiced a lot more than I voiced, but I don't know if that's being addressed in the same way.
Everyone knew at the table he met me and Fiona. And Art, say it. It was very childish.
Well, we need to be excused. You're going to deliberate. Jamie, as this week's trial winner, you will be joining us in the old chamber.
Tonight's decision is the toughest decision yet. I'm still undecided. It could go any way. Let's start our discussion tonight with Eric.
What immediately jumps up for me is that in coming into Art's trial, I thought Eric really needed a strong showing there, and he was absolutely behaving like a clown. He could not center himself at all. Whereas Nichole came in there and was totally focused, like she could make it happen. So in that respect, I thought Eric really lost points with me. Nichole, she has proved herself to be the #1 trial contender. In that criteria, she's #1.
My toughest thing with Nichole is that I so completely agree that she is focused like that. But has she really changed?
So what we're really looking at is that in the external work, Nichole's at AAA+. On the internal work, what would you say, C? Art, what do you think about this? So what do you think about Nichole?
She has shown me nothing but sincerity. She's very vivacious, she's very outgoing, and I admire that a lot about her.
Why would you put a necklace on her neck?
I honestly can't say.
Not everyone gets along, and you know, if you put anyone in a house for this long period of time, there's people that, you know what I mean?
mesh and people that don't.
Part of it is because you are strong competition, you know?
Oh,
And
totally.
This is the first time I think Nichole really thinks she might be in trouble. And for me to be the one that gets to stand there next to her is just great.
It's really Holyfield versus Tyson.
And it is.
But his comments at the dinner table, they really damaged him in my eyes. He was reverting to trying to tear somebody else down to lift himself up.
He is honest, okay? Like, at least he shows that he's honest. But I honestly believe that maybe he is genuine about things and he is not a sore loser, okay?
He has continually addressed every challenge we've given him, every obstacle presented in front of him. This is his rite of passage, this experience.
I'm sorry, he has not gone through no rites of passage. Now, maybe if he survives this elimination, maybe that's what needs to happen.
Jamie, what are your thoughts?
I would put the necklace on Nichole because I don't know the deeper side and I don't see the major transformation as I do in Eric. And that's no hard feelings with her, that's just where I go.
Thank you.
Oh.
Jamie, thank you for joining us. You're now dismissed. Let's go ahead and create a closing circle.
Hopefully we have enough clear sight to be able to see what is actually true and not what we believe to be true.
Shame.
Guests, one of you will be leaving tonight. Each one of us will cast our vote by placing our necklace around your neck. The guest with the most necklaces must leave this house at once. Jamie, as this week's trial winner, you are safe from elimination. Fiona, please cast your vote. Fiona, please cast your vote.
Eric, you came in here a reckless party boy, but I know that you will be leaving a man. However, your performance last night in Art's trial was incredibly poor. Nichole, you have won 3 trials by showing great strength, discipline, and determination. However, I challenged you to prove to me that this was more than just a game to you. And I'm not sure that I've seen that sufficiently. Nichole, I wanted to see you become greater.
Don, please cast your vote.
Eric, you've grown from being a little bit of a weasel to an actual gentleman. And I admire that greatly. Nichole, you've proven to be the strongest contender of all, but we'll have to go to a judgment. Tonight, I will be placing the necklace on Nichole. I'm not too sure if what you are showing on your exterior is actually a reflectant of what is naturally going on inside.
Art, please cast your vote.
Nichole, we connected on a spiritual level. On the other hand, I would have liked to seen a little bit more growth from you while you were here in this house. Eric, I've seen growth in you, but I still see a lack thereof focus from your part. That you still need to do some growing.
Iya Ta'Shia, please cast your vote.
Eric, your laughter, your joy, it has all been such a positive force in this house. On the other hand, your unpreparedness when it comes to the trials is symbolic of challenges that I believe you will face in your personal life if you do not deal with them while you have this opportunity. Nichole, I pray that you will pay attention to the words that come out of your mouth and the impact that they may have on yourself and how others perceive you. May this necklace serve as a beacon for you to rise and be the star that you truly are. It's not over yet.
Eric has received 2 necklaces. Nichole has received 2 necklaces. Whomever receives my necklace will be eliminated. I will now cast the final vote. Eric, you have a huge heart. You're a team player, and I've appreciated how deep into your soul you've reached. I felt like you could have focused more, because the trials are a metaphor for how we deal with life. Nichole, you are the archetype of a winner. And I know that if you can quiet your voice and become more invisible, that you will have the final key. In the Aboriginal rite of passage, the father wears the scar just as the son does. Eric, please step forward.
You are the star, absolutely without a doubt, and my utmost respect and admiration goes to you.
I was a little surprised. I thought Nichole would be leaving tonight.
Give the necklaces over to Jamie.
The hardest person to say goodbye to was Jamie. I told her, do not let Nichole beat us. If Nichole takes down the $100,000, I will personally feel like it was my fault. If she does win it, it's gonna be spent on caviar and facials. And if that's what the alts want, so be it. Maybe Malibu Barbie will buy herself a nice Porsche. I hope she hits a pothole.
What do we do from here? Now what do we do? Girl power. Can you believe that, James? Oh, that's insane. Strong women. Women rule. When I came into this house and knew that we were in a competition, I set a goal for myself to at least be in the final 2. It's weird. The house is really empty. It's gone by really fast. Yeah.
Are you not happy with the outcome? Do you feel at peace with it?
I'll probably get to that. I'm not there yet.
Did you expect Nichole to go?
Yep. I really did.
Eric was very close, but he didn't take the gifts that art was giving him.
Tonight, you will have to call upon everything I've taught you.
When he brought up the thing about Nichole being fake, he should have been celebrating his strengths rather than pointing out weaknesses in others.
I think your glass is not half full, half empty. It's spilling over, and it's all over the place.
Is there anything wrong with that?
I think so. I really do.
I think that him not winning this yet, coming so far, will have a more profound effect in his life.
He looked like a man when he left. Very different to the boy who came into this house. And
There was a great sense of presence and confidence about him. I think Eric will be more driven to go out and make that 100,000 himself now and find his strength as a man. I really do.
I agree. Congratulations. You've made it. You are the final two. Some time ago in this very room, we promised to test you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But you have yet to face the greatest challenge. Starting tonight, we are going to put you through 5 rites of passage. The goal will not be to win, it will be to perform.
I'm very nervous because I don't know what we're gonna do. My feeling is they're gonna break us down as a person and really actually see what we've learned.
Tonight, you two are gonna be with Dawn.
Both really tired, and we could use a good night's sleep, although I'm not sure what Dawn has in store for us. It could be anything.